I had
A lot of things he could be doing besides
It's
that.
for a world history class. They had them pick from different historical movies, and the list they gave me, I'm like, watch the 300. That's the one I like. So,
Gaining down to that length of time.
That's better than having to read the whole book.
yeah. But he applied for graduation today. Both of my boys applied. They'll be graduating from FGC.
Was that
December 9th.
December?
December 9th. Bryson will have his bachelor's and Gary will have his AA.
That's a big day.
I know, I'm so excited.
That's gonna be a good day.
Yeah, I'm very excited, very proud of them. And it's cool they get to meet together.
That is.
Judy is here.
You said there was a change of the text
It's just a courtesy law. She was going to resign from the bus driver.
Mm-hmm,
She's not resigning anymore. She pulled it off.
I got you.
Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. We'd like to call this meeting to order for the Columbia County School Board, October the 14th, 2025, 6 p.m. We'll start with our mission statement. Through resiliency, professionalism, and perseverance, Columbia County Schools honor achievement and innovation, values a commitment to safety, while also promoting integrity within ourselves and community. We will start with our invocation and pledge of allegiance from our superintendent.
Thank you, Ms. Smith. We all mind, let's please pray. Dear Father, thanks for allowing us to come down here tonight to this beautiful country of Hawaii Nation. Thanks for letting us all gather together to make decisions to help our children, our teachers, our faculty, and our staffs. God bless us all that we do the right thing in your honor and in your name. Bless us all in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I want to welcome everyone here tonight and invite anyone who would like to address our only action item, which is personnel items. Is there anyone who would like to address that particular item? If not, I will entertain a motion to close and adopt the agenda as well as the addendum.
Madam Chair, I make a motion to close and adopt the agenda. I understand there is one correction to the agenda. Is that
Okay.
correct? To remove the resignation of Clarissa Law. So with that change, I would move to close and adopt the agenda with the addendum.
Second.
We will close and adopt the agenda with the said correction as well as the addendum. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it, the motion is carried. We will now have a presentation about safe school from Ms. Judy Tatum.
All right, good evening.
Good
How are you? Mine is going to be very brief. We're here for our first quarterly report for the Safe Schools Office, so I'm just going to go over a little bit of what's been happening from the beginning of school till now. And it's good news. So we've done, the Safe Schools Office is required by law to do each compliance check in each school once a year. So we've done 5 schools so far. All of them have done such a great job. We had one door open by accident. We immediately fixed that, and so we rocked on, and none of the other schools had any compliance issues. Everything was secure, locked up, fences were good. All drills have been completed on time, so we're doing good with that. The Office of Safe Schools did come in once and do a official compliance check, and they passed with flying colors, and that was West Side. So kudos to them. Everything is, our principals do such a great job, and they really are vigilant about protecting our students and our staff and just doing what's right, and they work hard at that. Just a little bit of other things that we also involved in, the threat management. So we've had 26 threat management meetings. So to break that down a little bit, because 26 to me sounds like a lot, it's pretty much the same as last year. We're right on track as the same as last year. But we did have 7 of those are self-harm, so that is included. We had 1 unfounded, 14 low, 2 medium, and 2 high. So when you break it down, it sounds a little bit not as serious as the other 26 number. Also, our schools have had 9 school-based Baker Acts, which is pretty much tracking the same as last year as well. We are still working on what to do, how to correct this. You know, it's such a hard thing for us to deal with because these kids are struggling, and not always is it a school issue, but they bring it to school, and that's where we really suffer because we just can't fix the entire situation. We can talk to the kid, but we can't fix the kid completely sometimes, and that's a sad thing. So anyway, we also have had training for youth mental health first aid. We had that on Monday, being a teacher work day. So we are currently at about 85% of all of our staff trained in youth mental health. So by law, we have to be at least 80. We have 2 more large trainings for our bus drivers coming up next week. So that'll probably push us to about 90%. So we're getting there. It takes a lot because of the turnovers that you have each summer. We have to play catch up a little bit, but we haven't fallen under that 80% this year like we did last year, so that was a benefit to all of us. So like I said, that's basically what we've been involved in this year. FSATs have been turned in. You guys approved those the last school board meeting, so those should be getting processed through the Department of Ed. Hardening grants should be coming out somewhere around November, December, so that gives us always money for school improvements. So we're looking at some of those things. We're working on some of those monies from last year and doing some school improvements like fencing, lighting, those kinds of things in our schools now. So we're doing what I think, you know, our schools are looking at, what they're needing, and so hopefully we can continue to fill those needs. Again, I just want to tell you, you know, our administration, they're so vigilant and they're so good at what they do. They care. And, you know, I know sometimes social media says something so different, but it's not. Our principals, our staff, they know exactly what's happening. They know their kids. They know. And I just want to give them kudos for always being on top of a situation, whether social media says it or not. Don't believe it. There's always more sides to the story that you read. So anyway, I just want to close with saying thank you for your support. As always, Safe Schools Office appreciates the support and the kindness that you show to us in giving that. And so that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Does anyone have any questions?
Yep. Anyone have any questions?
The question I would have on the number of interventions that you had in the Baker Act, do you ever do a comparison with counties around us?
We do. We do.
How we fit into that?
We're pretty much right in line with all the other counties.
About the same thing?
Yes,
Same
sir.
size, similar size.
It is, yes. You know, it's kind of a crazy situation. Some kids have a life that isn't the best, and so sometimes needing to go in another facility, needing to go somewhere else is their option, and so they turn themselves in. They want to go to some place that is secure for them, that will feed them, and so that's a little bit of what happens. And so we struggle with that because it makes our numbers look high, but yet not always are those kids really there for the reasons that are needed.
Yeah, not necessarily correct.
Right.
Needing help.
Yep. needing some parental guidance, some love, some just security. And, yeah, they want to be safe, yes. So it's a battle. It truly is. And it's the same with like our referrals for mental health, for counseling and so forth. You know, they'll come into a counselor and say they need some support, they need some help, they want to talk to somebody, but we can't reach a parent. We can't get parent contact. We can't get a signature. And that's just really frustrating because we're here for kids and we want to help them. And sometimes our hands do get tied. You're welcome.
I just had one other question
Yeah.
about the students that are being Baker active.
Mhm.
Is this the same students, or you said it was
Some of them are
the
repeat
same?
students. Yes, ma'am.
So it's not just 9 individual
Correct. Correct.
situations?
Mhm. Yep. Is that it?
Thank you.
And if you think of anything else and want further details, please call me. I'll be happy to share.
Thank you so much, Ms. Tatum. We'll move on to our action item. Do I hear a motion to approve the personnel items that are on the agenda as well as the addendum?
Madam Chair, I move we approve those.
With the, yeah, with the deletion. Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we approve the personnel items that are on the agenda as well as the addendum with the said correction. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. We are now at the consent agenda. Do I hear a motion to accept the consent agenda?
Madam Chair, I make a motion to approve the consent agenda with the items on the addendum.
Second.
Been moved and properly second that we accept the items that are on the consent agenda as well as the addendum. Any discussion?
I just have one question, probably for either Mr. Hatch or Mr. Hartley. I talked to Mr. Hartley about the new sound system replacement. Do we know when that's going to be for the stadium?
Hope is before the Baker game.
Okay, for senior night?
Yeah, but, I mean, you
Yeah,
never know
I
when it
got
comes
it.
to delays, when it comes to electronics.
Yeah, okay, I was just curious. I appreciate your work on that, thank you. Nothing further.
Anyone else? All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. The motion is carried. We're opening the floor for citizen comments.
Good evening.
Good evening.
First, I would like to thank Ms. Neary and Mr. Cooey for your kind words last school board meeting. I do feel that bargaining went efficiently this year. One of the things that you may or may not be aware of is that we addressed a little bit of the compression with our zero experienced teachers. So there's a little gap there now. And one of the reasons that that was important to CTA is because of teacher morale. A couple of you folks own businesses. You wouldn't hire somebody in at with zero experience and pay them at the top of the salary schedule like you would an expert. I believe I heard Ms. Hill is here remotely.
She's on the phone.
Okay, so 2 of y'all are veteran teachers. One of the issues that we're having is morale. And one of those issues is we have over 300 teachers that were at, everybody was making the same. 0 years experience was making the same thing as, the number evades me, I didn't write it down, 17 years? Was it 0 through 17 years? That's a problem, and that's a direction that we need to go in this year. And when I say this year, I'm talking about as we plan for the 26-27 adjustment to the salary schedule. a budget is a budget. Some of y'all have heard me say this before. You don't take your household, you don't wait and see how you're gonna make your house payment. You budget for that. We know what teacher salaries are. We know where inflation is going. We know where insurance increases are going. I implore you, please direct your staff to start planning now for the 26-27 school year so that we can decompress that lower end of the salary schedule more and so that we can improve teacher morale. And thank you very kindly.
Thank you, Dr. Delaney. Anyone else? If not, we're gonna start with our school board members, Mr. Hudson.
As always, it's good to be here. Thanks for having us down here. It's wonderful to be down here. I appreciate you coming out. Mrs. Tatum, appreciate always what you do. And of course, it's a good report. We like to hear that. But we know, feel confident that you've got us covered and doing it like it needs to be done. We all know how important that is and the significance of having you in that position and taking care of it. Thank you.
Ms. Giddens.
JJ, thank you for having us. Always love to be home because I have the shortest drive tonight. That's good. It's good to see some of our Fort White teachers in the audience. Thank y'all for always, not always, but you've recently been here, and it's good to see y'all. So it's good to have y'all here tonight. Judy, thank you. Working in the criminal justice field, you think of safe schools, you think of criminal justice, but a lot of the component is mental health. And so I appreciate all that you do for our students in that regard because that is extremely important. So I think that is all. Thank you.
Ms. Hill.
No comment.
Mr. Cooey.
I just want to thank Mr. Jordan for opening up the facility. Thanks for letting us come in. Thanks for setting it up and getting us ready to go today. And I'm always like to come home. Thank you.
Thank you all for everything, and hopefully everything will continue to be safe for us. I have a special thanks. Didn't you say that we had the state to come in and they inspected West Side and they were on top of things? So be sure to let them know how proud we are and of all the schools for what they're doing to ensure the safety of our students. Your leaderships make a difference. So thank you so much, Judy. And pass that on to the principals and staff.
Madam, also need to wish our superintendent a happy birthday today.
Today is his birthday.
It's his birthday. Y'all like to sing happy birthday? Dana, lead us.
Well, happy birthday, Mr. Cooey.
Thank you.